Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Bearded Buffalo coming to you today with some more Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. In the last episode, we were killed by that spirit because we got its quiz wrong. So what I think we'll do is I'll level up, and we're going to give that one more go. Just because I think we can possibly win it. And I don't know if he's going to have some goodies for us, or if we'll get some really good XP, because I think he was a little bit higher level than us. So we're going to give it a try. And maybe we'll get the quiz right, actually, and we won't have to fight. But let's find out. Oh, we got this level granted us another talent and 2 available here. So I think we'll increase the Geomancer. So now we are level 2 Geomancer and talents. Interesting. Alright, give me a couple minutes here. I'm going to do all skilled up for Memphis for the extra 2 ability points, and we will upgrade the Witchcraft to level 2 as well. Rittman also has 2 abilities, so this one's easy. Man-at-Arms, we'll upgrade that. And talents, I'd like to do Leech, which is Leech heals you when standing in blood. And I tell her to sneak. And if Rittman digs this up, if she can get a sneak attack. Just in case we don't get this quiz right.
Look here, even a sage and
so we've read this already. You're an author. Continue. Put me to the test.
Feel you are ready to prove that you have read and understood. Then we
I
shall
am.
proceed to test between
All right.
life and death. Death is the great.
Of course
not.
Correct?
Correct. He is not.
Let us proceed. Life is life's own goal. The question that
Not entirely.
No, not entirely so.
I concur.
I concur.
last query.
Okay, this is the one I think I got
Only do
wrong.
Scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal. Is this my salvation or my undoing?
It's your salvation.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Most impressive. Nothing
600
short
XP
of
for everyone.
miraculous. You have verily
All right.
fathomed the message of my book. My undying respect is yours, to an extent.
Let's see if he attacks us anyway.
Content in the knowledge that my
Oh no, he likes us.
legacy is in
Attitude
good
plus
hands.
100.
Ta-ta! I shall see you in the next life.
Ta-ta. Oh, and he gives us gifts. Unidentified fine leather armor. Unidentified dagger. And a golden combat knife. Sweet. Alright. Unfortunate that that lady Siva's dead. I should have quick save. Oh, thank goodness. What do you got? Nothing. F5. Quick save. How about this one? Nothing.
Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
We are going to dig this up, but she's sneaking over here. Stop sneaking. Just run over here. And now go sneak. Perfect. And Rittman, why don't you stand? Oh my gosh. Break you loose as well. And why don't you sneak? And these guys will go over here. And Memphis will dig this up, even though he's the wizard. He probably, I probably shouldn't have him digging up graves just in case something pops out. Oh, crud! Something popped out. Sneaking failed. All right, well, it didn't work. That's okay. And Jehan goes first. Let's try to freeze. It's Helen. Frozen. Yes. Let's just send over one of these for 48 damage. Booyah, that a boy. And then we're gonna move a bit closer. Way to go, Jehan. And now Memphis' turn. Let's do one of these sparks or whatever these things are. And I'm not gonna set her aflame because I think that would melt the frozen status, and I don't need to heal, so I'm gonna save that. And let's do that. And Medora, I think we'll just have Medora just attack. And how much is this? 0. Hopefully that lasts for more than one turn. And let's encourage. Get a little buff for everybody. And attack. Nice. Oh, here comes a dog. Yes. I love that dog. And frozen. So she skips her turn. Can't freeze again, though. Can this reach? No. Oh, I accidentally skipped the turn. I do that way too often. Now I will burn her.
Burn for me.
Just warm. That's fine. We'll also drop one of these.
Wrath of the Magi!
And call that good. And now Medora's turn. Nice for 45 and one more. Finish it off. Oh my, 1800 XP each. That was insane. That's an insane amount. Anything, any goods? Yeah. Oh, 138 gold. Anything else? Nope. Let's just keep digging a little bit. Bone pile, nothing. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this takes us actually somewhere. Spoiler alert. So I'm not quite ready to go there. I want to go visit Esmeralda now that we know that, and probably Roberts as well. Now that we know that the coffin is empty and nobody can pick it up, which is unfortunate. So maybe we'll go to Roberts first because that's closer, kind of like on the way. I'm interested in this guy. He's named. Let's chat with him.
The sun is out. Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day. Wild away on this hardwood bench. Pray, let me be forward with you. O sapling rose, O leaf of spring. For my weary mind is troubled, and would highly prize thy gentle-handed assistance, thy kind ministrations.
About the assistance you asked of me.
You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder, oh budding flower of the morn. Yet that which I would tell you is of a rather private nature. So let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny. Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there.
Okay, so we'll meet him in the King Crab's first floor. I don't know why you wouldn't have just been there all on your own, pal, but whatever you need, buddy. Whatever you need. I hate how long it takes these guys to run. I wish there was a sprint button. Looks like Jehan's faster. Somehow I have him leading the way. Alright, so Jehan and Rittman should switch places. and maybe that will change how our running order works. Yeah, I want Rittman leading the way. Perfect. And Roberts is upstairs, so let's go ask him about the sheep.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those... How do
About
you...
Jake's body.
Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or
Yep.
perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Why do you suspect
Plenty
Mayor
of us
Cecil?
shopkeepers entrust
Or
the mayor
Cecil.
with the spare keys to our businesses, you know? And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used
Interesting.
it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
Why do you suspect
Aureus
Captain Aureus?
himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
Why do you
I know it
suspect
sounds
Evelyn?
strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so
Yeah, we haven't
ghoulish
met
as this,
Evelyn yet.
But there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows.
That's
It was
fair.
she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that.
That
Now,
is
This
intriguing.
may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Why do you suspect
I
Esmeralda?
never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor.
I'm sure you
It was
have.
she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. Lured me outside, claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
About the bag of gold
Sad
you
story,
received for
that.
keeping quiet about
Though
Jake's
if I'm
body.
Speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like.
Oh, I might have
just concerned
picked the
myself
wrong
with
one.
giving the remains a respectable exit from life.
I did.
We set him to rest
About
in
the-
the northern graveyard.
About the bag of
Perhaps he can
gold you
finally-
received for
That
keeping
gold's
quiet about
the only
Jake's
good
body.
thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Alright, so
Certainly
we're
plan on
redoing this,
making some use
and I
of
want
it.
to pick the one that I wanted to pick and see how it goes. So surely Berkshire, whose sheep you stole, deserves the right money, and we're equal of footing here, 3v3. Let's see how this goes. He picked paper on the first turn last time. I feel like it's going to be... Oh, we got it. First time I ever won, even a couple points. And I'm going to go rock this time. Booyah! And we'll go scissors this time. There it is. Paper. Yes, when we win it, we get it right. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, that might have been loud in your ear. Memphis wins the argument.
I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all this, did she? Here,
No, she did not.
take the money and give it to her. Times are
I will.
hard enough as they are.
And nice. That was worth the reload. I just did everything exactly the same that we did before, except for, you know, obviously win the argument. And now let's go find Bertia. Here she is.
Hunters, eh? All right, proper. We're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump ogget.
About your stolen sheep.
Did he even bother grilling a single
300
luscious
each,
chop?
and we got
I bet he
attitude
wasted
plus
every
50.
laugh.
There we go. Took care of that business. And now, lots of unexplored area here yet. And is this Esmeralda? Let's go chit chat with Jake's wife. Or Jake's widow, I guess I should say. It's tricky in here. You might accidentally click one of these things to steal it if you don't click the...
above,
if you're not
grant
careful.
me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete
Let's discuss
innocence?
your husband's
I've told
murder.
Just about every legionnaire in town. I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you?
I didn't say
So
that.
what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. I am Esmeralda.
Who are you?
Wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow.
I just said
Poor
that.
man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor. But his one and only princess just the same.
Yeah, that's not what you said before. Why are you kneeling? I've been told your husband collected something called Starstone. Care to elaborate?
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
I didn't say that, though. I just asked a question. You're drawing conclusions all on your own.
Well,
Can you
what
tell
do
me
you
more
want to
about
know?
this place? Yeah, nothing. I think I'm gonna take my leave.
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the
Ugh, I can't block that path over to the office to talk to Aureus, who I do want to keep in the know about what's going on because he asked to, and I don't really know why I wouldn't keep him involved.
Have some pity.
What's this guy?
One coin or two, noble spirit? One coin or two?
A beggar.
Thank
Sure, take a gold piece.
Oh,
Tell me about yourself.
I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all has its own share of benefits.
How did you lose it all?
A fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance ruined any small fortune I might have had, but certainly granted me humility.
Tell me more about these
I'd
Watcher
heard they were not to be
statues.
trusted, that they gave fools advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility. Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul. May the
Take
soul
10.
of Astarte smile upon you.
And I'll take my leave. And we got a
So those
conversation
statues
here.
told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Absurd.
Absurd.
Since when is poverty a prerequisite of spirituality?
Right.
Right.
I'm not going to throw my things on a pyre in the hope...
Materialistic +1. Alright. Well, as long as materialistic means we get great swords and armor, I'm down with that.
Hi, Mr. Head Honcho Legionnaire. The Source Hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
Hey,
And
what are you doing?
Aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I took care of it. I made
have a
it. I made it
talk
good.
with him, madam.
Berza, you're ticking me off.
Oh, what now?
Let's
What
discuss
about-
Jake's murder. On the subject of Jake's corpse.
Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for. But not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
I heard you were at this. You were seen at the mortician's.
Dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You
Oh,
dare
boy.
accuse a
Am I gonna be able to talk to him at all now?
Again.
Yep.
Do feel free to depart. Oh, still not finished with that. It was stolen. Yes, yes. Well, I
Okay, let's
assume
not
it
do that
hasn't
again.
crawled back to its grave. So have you found Evelyn?
Certain Evelyn's been mentioned.
Master Theriron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide and seek with stiffs to me. You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow.
This
The
guy's
man
got no
raised
idea
a
what he's talking
family
about.
orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed.
And in regards to Jake's
Well,
wife
have you
Esmeralda.
found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it.
Alright, he's convinced it's her. I'm gonna take my leave. I have no idea where this Evelyn is. Could this be it?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very
Yeah.
existence.
Those men hardly sound long for this world. What's taking 10 foot so long?
Sorcery in the clear blue sky, don't you? I bet you'd scream havoc if I were to give you
So, excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
This must be Evelyn.
I'm
Tell me about
sorry.
yourself.
It's this task. I'm just...
My wife got me
Who
to
am
be
I
a devoted
meddle with
vegetarian.
life and death this way.
Tone, soothing a corpse's
Very sorry.
troubled mind.
I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one
A healing stone, you
see,
say?
And two direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I. Yes,
About your healing
a curious
stone.
relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to
Could
say,
it be a star
I
stone?
was astounded, but it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
Okay, tell me about
What would
the
you like
patients.
to know? One of the
Boris.
brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
And tell me more about Stephen.
Staple of Sicil, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He
Oh,
was
he's
leading
old.
a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less.
Ooh.
Nearly everyone in Sicil is familiar with Grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
Little quick save before we make our decision. I'm ready to make my decision.
I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you...
And I think we're going to go with the young man. Boris' life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short
Yes.
now. He should receive the...
Yes, Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes.
300
I'll
XP.
deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. My heart breaks for...
I agree. Can I talk to these guys?
Can't say I didn't
Stephen.
want to live. Wanted it with every fiber of my heart.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here?
Matilda, model my sweet... Enjoy what remains of your life.
Did you see that craziness going on in the
I don't know what
background?
I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful. I'm feeling stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you. What will I do?
Tell me what you're going to do.
What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you. I'll see
Okay,
you all.
he's gonna do it all.
After I've climbed every mountain in Rivalon and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel that. I'll see you around.
I'll take my leave.
I'm liable to... I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell.
I wonder why this rift travel is blinking green now. I don't really know.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
But I need to talk to Evelyn again.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it. I've been
Tell me about yourself.
studying under Thelyron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my... I've a passion for this work,
suitable.
you see. A passion to see things put in order. From a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound or as senseless as an epidemic to take a human life?
You've been named as a suspect in Jake's murder
Is that
case.
so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Thelyron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
I'm not sure why it's doing that. Why it's minimizing it. Sorry.
I don't know what I did to deserve this.
About your healing
Strange
stone.
reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
I'll take my leave. And where's Thelyron? Where's the other dude? Oh, right here.
But
I would like to ask him if
if
he's
I were
sick.
to reduce the... Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
That's odd.
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Let's discuss your apprentice,
Well,
Evelyn.
she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Let me ask about your affairs
Certainly,
around
what would you like
Sicil.
to know?
Sorry,
What can you tell me about the plague of
Myself to
undead?
that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Do you know anything
The
about Jake's
Counselor,
murder?
Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Pleasure in bidding you
Let's
farewell.
discuss the
world
patients
belongs
Evelyn
to
was
the
attending
young, they
to.
say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter.
And just real quick, tell me about
Me?
yourself.
Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your
I
memory.
have not heard of you.
It was
Okay.
I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicil of late.
So your apprentice has
Yes,
enjoyed some
yes.
success?
If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method, she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
A revolutionary healing method.
She's got
Can you elaborate?
Stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silver Glen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted
interesting.
undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silver Glen to learn the truth myself.
I'll take my leave.
Mysterious
I don't know what I
healing
did to
stone.
deserve this, but
Interesting
I'm beyond
indeed.
grateful.
Okay, I think we're getting really close to our limit here.
Such things.
So that one guy, Englander, could have swore he said he had a room here on the first floor, but isn't this the first floor? Or is maybe the ground and then the first floor? I don't know. Obviously it's not that room. And that's Francis. So let's head upstairs. Must be up there. What is this? A cellar door? Here he is.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me.
What is this crazy man saying?
Hungry. Come, play, play, play.
What on earth is he talking about?
The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But like
What is
the
happening
serpentine
here?
Stalker hisses before the stab. Hush now. The elves of Gandavon, they lived in peace. Oh yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. All undone. Every last one of us. Except for me. the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth, of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Kazaldagar still eludes me. The crowning kill that would seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last.
That's a tough choice. Victoria is that orc that the mayor has adopted, the librarian.
Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand. The heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks.
This guy's crazy.
The orcs of Gazuldagar, they knew my name. Oh yes, by the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched, and now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow.
Wow, this guy's got a lot of hatred.
Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsuckler, give me my revenge!
Think I'm just gonna take my leave. And with that craziness that's just taken place, I think I'm going to leave this episode here. I know I said we were going to go into the dungeon, but we're reaching again kind of like the time limit that I've set out for these episodes. So we're going to leave it right where we are right now. And when the next episode, I intend to head down into like that dungeon area through the graveyard, if it is what I think it is. So that'll be the intent next time. Again, I could get trapped in long conversations again, but I hope you guys are still enjoying these videos. If you are, hit the like button for me. It really helps me out. Subscribe for more Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition, maybe for Pillars of the Earth, or Divinity Original Sin 2 coming out later, or of course by all means check out some other videos on my channel. But anyways, thank you for hanging out with me, and I will catch y'all in the next one.